So now I've got my Mini 4 Pro back. I've got a new model. Well, I've got a new drone. They sent me a new drone, Mini 4 Pro. I thought I'd do a comparison between this and the Mini 5 Pro, which is just sat over there. And what I'm going to show first is the actual video footage. I think that's probably the selling point between the Mini 5 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro. So I got it in Sin mode, so it is going to go a lot slower, but I just want you to pay attention. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put up the Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 5 Pro. Now I'm just using some of the modes that you can get on the Mini 5 Pro. Right, draw a box around me. It's got a little man running, which is never going to happen with me. Got the spotlight on at the moment. But what I want to do is I'll just come out of that. I want to put on the circular wheel, or the active track as I call it.
After subject starts moving, aircraft will fly to set direction.
Okay. So I'm just going to walk about a minute. So if you notice, guys, it's going backwards now, but what you will notice at the top there, the avoidance is on. So if there is any obstacles, I'll be going over there in a minute. I just wanted to show you some of the basic things you can do. Now the other good thing about this, you've got that wheel to the left. It's at the front, now it's going to my side here. Okay. I've got it on standard. So this is something else that I haven't seen before on the Mini 4 Pro. We've got cycling, skiing, but I'm quite happy with standard. So that's something else that is different. Skiing, not going to get much choice around here with the sunny weather we get here in Spain. But we do get snow, but nothing as bad as that. But cycling, unfortunately, that's not one of my things now. So you can see the drone there. I'm just gonna change that wheel. So it's gonna go off around there. You can see those pylons, which has been one of my curses. So it's right over there now, it's coming back in closer, coming up behind me. I wish, guys, that I could get on a bike or a scooter or something, but I'm just can't do that now these days, unfortunately. So hopefully you can see that the drone. I am going to put on the video footage as well. So I think that's another important thing, seeing the clarity of the video. Right, so let's stop this a moment, and we'll do another box around me. We've got a point of interest, which is going to be me. Now with the point of interest, while I'm walking, it's going to keep with me. So I'm going to put on anti-clockwise. It's got on there fast. So as I'm walking, I think that's a pretty good feature, especially if you're doing some sort of documentary thing, you know, where you're out walking, exploring. One of the things that I do a lot. And what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to do it the other way. Okay, another thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the controller down, because obviously it's following me. So I'm just going to put the controller down, down there. So I can see the drone coming round. So you don't have to have the controller on you. Obviously, if you need to stop it, that's something different. But I just wanted to prove that you don't need the controller on you. Obviously, if there's two of you, that's even better, isn't it? But usually a lot of us now just go out by ourselves sometimes, don't we? Send the drone out a little bit. I haven't got a great height there, but I just wanted to show you what you can do. Just keep away from the old. Okay, so just bring up a little bit. Right, so if we go over to quick shots and tap into quick shots, at the top there you got rotate, and you can change. Let's go into it, because one of the things I've learned on this, especially with my big one, is the speed. So you want to bring the speed down a bit, guys. Let's bring it down to 8 miles per hour. So that's good. I've got medium. We do the max. And forward direction. Okay, so off we go. We just press the button. I've only got it 38 feet off the ground, but where it's going, now you can get some fantastic effects with that, I must say, but would you be using it much? I don't know. So it's just finished now. Now the other good thing about this, you can do it backwards, and then we're just gonna use your finger right now. It seems to sort of get halfway and then it does the other one. It's you know, it's all right. It's not massive, but I suppose it just helps sometimes when you're out and about and you want to capture something and you don't want to disturb them. So the final bit, Mini 4 Pro. It's been out nearly 2 years now. I love it. It does everything I want it to do, except I suppose, yeah, it hasn't got the 1-inch sensor. But other than that, I don't think that's that important really, just for a hobbyist guy like me. But if you're a professional, you're using this drone for work, well, I don't know, even if you're going traveling abroad and you just want that clearer picture, then the Mini 5 Pro's for you guys. Still early days. Obviously, any new drone that comes out on the market, there's always a few bugs on it that needs to be sorted. And I'm sure there will be a big update soon that will probably even give us even more. So the choice is yours, guys. Would you stick with the Mini 4 Pro? Or if you're thinking about buying another drone, which one would you get? The 4 Pro, the 5 Pro? I'd love to hear what the comments are. Anyway, as always, there's going to be another video coming very sooner.